From the beginning, this project has been raising questions about the causes and impact of extreme storm happening in northwestern Pacific area. Compared with many North American cities, many cities in East Asia do not emphasize finding the impact of weather changes. However, East Asia cities are facing the risk of climate change. Many cities located in the shoreline in the northwestern Pacific are currently operating large-scale of nuclear power. One of the largest stations is Korea nuclear power plants in South Korea. The site is also having issues related to the intensified storm and ocean warming. Back in 2011, all of the world found the vulnerability of a nuclear power station from Fukushima. Through the catastrophe, I had to pay attention to the relationship between climate change and the site of a nuclear power station. To prevent the disaster, the project concentrates on the changing cyclone, and it is also related with the relationship between ocean warming and the increased precipitation. On the size scale of Part 1, the project depicts the changing ocean temperature and the future land cover on the site. It is a matter of cooling water of nuclear power plants. Increasing temperature can reduce nuclear reactor efficiency and cause the warming of cooling water in the plants. It is a risk for all thermal power plants, not only for a part of the unit. And the sea level rise caused by ocean warming also the risk of ending their lives. For the second part, this project added more layers to study the details of ocean warming in East Sea of South Korea. The slower and intensified cyclones are caused by increasing temperature of the East Sea. Ocean warming is also associated with ocean acidification due to the isolation of deep sea. Thus, it is also essential data to understand the site's crisis and to expect the future phenomena. There are two opposite actions and development regarding the phenomenon. The supporting projects are having the aims of resilient process by adapting a nature environment. The first of supporting projects is Triton by POSCO, which reflects the geographical features, and the project is to recover the disappearing marine resources. It is also known as sea desertification. The project is trying to build the sea forest cultivation, which is related to protect the marine forest and play the important role of sustainable artificial leaf through the different type of triton. The next project is oyster texture in Brooklyn, which helps the growth of oyster, and the reef could provide a new habitat for new marine growth. Oyster texture is a sustainable approach having multifunctional outcomes: cleaning water, the growth of marine life, a precaution of water change, and also provides waterfront public place. The infrastructure does not require the intervention of human. Living breakwater is also associated with oyster texture that adopt a resilient process to propose a living leaf built by woven ropes, also called as fuse rope. Living breakwaters employs a necklace of breakwaters to buffer neighborhoods from wave damage and erosion, while providing a more diverse biodiversity habitat for fish, oyster, and other organisms. The next project also has the similar approach to the shoreline sites. The South Bay Sponge proposed aims to use a mix of cut and fill excavation and joining swaps to build densely on high ground along the southern edges of the bay in Santeo and Santa Clara counties. The plan would create a network of sponge landscapes that observe tidal flow and runoff, Efforts that it would involve reorganizing urban fabric in this area into dense nodes of habitation surrounded by water-friendly landscape. Finally, Irish's Hyper Creek project is to restore tidal creek system and soft shoreline by sharing the area with maritime functions. Light light manufacturing and logistics that have formed the area's economic backbone for decades. Bringing resilient design to Iris Creek is a long-term vision, but a short-term method to deal with immediate shocks and stresses of climate change, which can be seen daily in the built and nature environment. In the opposite of the supporting project, the counter project are more concentrated on the migration of existing space or isolation for a specific area by using a technical development. However, the project have the problem of unequal distribution. Instead of an integrative approach, the projects are trying to focus on professional distribution to get the development. Therefore, the case studies are included in the counter project for this further research. Coal nuclear power stations are going to get many risks due to the climate change and the change of the ocean temperature. By adding the acidification and bathymetry in the East Sea, the project can expand the relationship between ocean warming and intensified cyclone. On the broader context, it also helps to understand the risk of sites of nuclear power station. The supporting project also helps to understand the approaches of development in the shoreline sites. And there are 2 points, resilient and adaptation. Resilient development has the aims of having cooperative intersection to restore the ecosystem and also the social systems. So it needs to take a sustainable approach. The adoption is also the process to revive the nature system, which is for humans and also for the whole ecosystem. However, this presentation does not pursue the particular technology strategy to make the ecosystem isolated and amputated. Based on the sustainable approach, this project is going to represent the relationship between ocean ecosystem and intensified cyclone, and it will be associated with the operating of nuclear power plants.